Hi everyone, and there it's me. I am gonna show you today how to create a very nice French. It's all the videos I have it for beginners, so please excuse me if you're professional and it's gonna be too boring for you, but I'm still recommend, even if you're beginners, to see some tricks and tips, maybe something you're gonna be learning for yourself and it's gonna help you in the future. So I will use some nice Gelina, it's white, we have it's acrylic gel. Then I will create a smiley line with nude color, it's called makeup gel, as well as like kind of poly gel. I will use some liquid as well, what we cannot do without it, and I will use my brush. So if you have some, maybe you have some plastic or maybe you have wooden stick as well, it will help to work, but mainly I will use these tools. For a filing I'm gonna use e-file and I'm gonna use file. You don't have to use e-file, for me just easier, but file you definitely have to have, not too strong, not too soft, so basically 100 to 160. So let's get started. So now we start with French. We start with, let's say, natural nail, and we want to do French on top of natural nail. We not do extension now. We're learning how to apply French. So first what we have to do shape for our nail. So client come with the nail and we have to shape it. I'm gonna cut it little bit nail. I like if it's be more like square shape. File it. On the sides as well. Try to keep file still and straight, not like this and not like that, otherwise the shape it will be damaged, so and it's be difficult to fix it. Natural nail, because we not do extension, remember, we are do more like we call it overlay. And now I remove shine from natural nail. I remove on the top as well. If you see it, it's quite rough, you just buff it a little bit with the buffer, but quite rough buffer. Make sure it's not too soft, because when you work with soft buffer, you just make your nail very smooth, too smooth, let's say. Just remove all this dust. And I remove all this dust with the brush. Now my nail is ready. I apply prep, primer, base coat. First layer it's prep, after we do primer. And after I'm apply base coat. Base coat I'm apply very little. Make sure it's not too thick layer. If you see little bit come to the cuticles, better to clean it before you curing. So I wait for 30 seconds to 1 minute. I clean all the dust if it's left. Better remove as well dust from the gloves. And I will use nude color for smiley line. So now I'm gonna show you just quickly what I am actually doing and how smiley line will work. So it's very important to understand steps you're gonna do during the process. So we have here, we have a natural nail. This natural nail is quite long, and we need to apply. First we're gonna apply its cover pink or cover peach or nude color. It's exactly technique the same for gel and for acrylics. It's just application of the product different, but actual application is the same. So first what we start to do, we have to do where it's smiley line, if you see it on the side, because we have a square, so let's draw square. On the side we have So first you have to understand where is smiley line go and what first step where to start. We have to do kind of eggy. So eggy start always from the center, if you see it here. So it's gonna be center, and in the center the smiley line and eggy, it's gonna be from this area. And we call it as well mustache or whatever you want it. We call it mustache. It's be easier. Smiley line, it's actually eggy, but mustache or smiley line, you start from here. You have finger, and on the finger where is the skin and where is nail bed. If your nail stop here, it's not mean it's have to be smiley line here. Smiley line here can be here and there. It depends how long your nail is. In my situation, it's just if I'm gonna do just treat like nail, what it's called free edge, it will be not look nice because it's gonna grow too quickly, and the French, it's not gonna look nice after 1 week. So what we do mustache or smiley line from the center of your nail bed. So we have here nail bed, and from the center we start to do smiley line. If you confused and you don't know where to start, where is smiley line go, how to work with the eggy, where to start your eggy, then you have to draw on the client or on the finger. You can use any even pen or pencil. It's easy after to remove it. So don't use marker, because marker actually it's make a mess, you know, and it might be after not wash out. But if you're gonna work with like pencil, you know, or pen, it's be much easier. So you can draw a smiley line exactly directly to on the nail, or you can just put some dots. Then you know exactly where to go and where it start your smiley line. On the side we do smiley line or 2 or 3 process. It's not only one process, and you straight away build eggy. So in here we have smiley line. It start to be from here somewhere, and it will be finished here. We have to do kind of stair. It's first our application. Number 1. Second one, we are gonna make sure these two they work the same. Number 2. Sometimes nail technicians cover little bit with clear gel, just to make sure when you file it you not do mistakes and nail is gonna be stronger. You don't have to do that, but if you wanted, you do it. I will not do it on the video, but during the process you will see what I mean. And then when you finish this application, and when you finish, it's gonna be from the top, you can see it's smiley line. If your smiley line little bit higher here, and in here little bit more here, you can always file it little bit to make the same. all 5 fingers in one hand and another 5 fingers in another hand. You have to start with smiley line first, because sometimes what has happened, you put smiley line after you apply white, and then you will see you do mistake and you cannot fix it. But when you start with smiley line all fingers, 10 fingers in one hand 5 and another hand 5, you will see if it's somewhere mistake, and you can fix it. You can take the file, you can take e-file, and you can fix it smiley line for its look completely the same, all of them. Then when you're happy with all your application and smiley line, then you apply white. So white will apply only last. From the side you will see it's eggy, wrong if you see it. For example, I have here nail and you see it smiley line more like this, then it's wrong. It's not look nice. It's look like it's already long time ago client do nails, and smiley line already grow somewhere, disappear. Smiley line it's always look nice if you are put little bit higher, and eggy on this area it's have to be more like that, pointy. Like that it's wrong, like this it's wrong. It have to be more pointy. Then French it's look much nicer and much neater. Then when we are finished all this application and we file it our smiley line, we remove the dust and we apply white. If your nail is grow down, you can file it inside with e-file and your nails start to be nice and straight. So now let's see how it works with our nail. So first I'm apply color pink. In my case is nude color. I just move my tissue closer to me, it's just easier for me. And product as well, I move closer. Make sure your spoon it's clean, don't have any hair or anything, otherwise it's gonna make as well problem for you. And then pick up little bit of amount. About those what I was tell you, you just take and you can mark where it's gonna be your smiley line, just to make sure it's all the same. And from here it's have to be somewhere here my application, so you can see if I put dots it's already I don't do mistake. Like it's possible I can do mistake but not big for it be difficult for me to fix. So I am apply a little bit of product on the smiley line area where it's the end. If I see a small bubble, I am remove before I start to working, and now I start to do flat. My product I do flat, flat, flat on the top, and on the bottom here I make a smooth. In here I make flat, flat. And on the bottom I make very nice and smooth. If you see, like I say, bubble, you can remove your bubble with a brush. What I like about this product, like if you work with acrylic, for example, then you don't have a choice to fix it your smiley line. If you're eggy, not perfect, then it's very difficult to fix it. On this situation for me it's easy to fix it because it's not runny. You can see what I tell you. In the first place we have a kind of stair. First, application have to be very little. If your application gonna be too thick and it's gonna be too much product, you will be struggle and it's not curing properly. Like that it will curing properly and it's not gonna give you any problems. So make smooth everywhere. Inside on your eggy, I'm always recommend to just make a little bit tidy in. little bit tidy in. Then like that, for me it's be easier to file it. Egg is pointy, you can see it's quite pointy, and in here we have quite thick on the side actual nail. But when I'm apply extra product on the top and I'm apply white and I file it, you will see it's completely changed the shape. So on the side you can see we have like stairs, in here we have a flat, and now I cure it. I'm cured for a full 60 seconds. For a tip, for a white, I'm gonna use a diamond white from QD Gelina. It's as well a kind of hybrid acrylic. It's mean, what does that mean, hybrid? It's mean acrylic and gel together. It's work like acrylic, but you have to cure it like a gel. Let's say that way. It's work nicely, it's strong enough, white, I like it's bright, very bright white here. On the Fox Profi as well we have a white color, but it's not bright like this one. So different between, if you see it, granules, if you see actual product, you will see like kind of small balls, like it's quite not smooth texture. It is smooth when you finish application, but when you're working, it's have like quite rough texture, let's say. This product is more smooth when you apply, so they are a little bit different, but they are working amazing together and they work together very nicely. So second step, I am apply as well extra product. And I put on the top here. I put very little amount. Can you see it how much? Very little. And I put it here. Then I make a flat near to cuticles. Make sure we are apex area not make too flat, so we still keep some product there. And you are make smooth. Just if you see bubble, just move bubble, and you go down until you're finished with shape of your eggy. I recommend as well near cuticles make little as possible product application, little as possible. Why? Because when you have growing up nails and if it's a lot of product, it might be lifting as well. So what I prefer in here, do very tiny application, and better you are seal that with clear acrylic, gel. It can be gel, acrylic gel, it can be just clear gel. So for you understand, it's actually, let's better I show you what I mean. When it's curing have to be 60 seconds, proper 60 seconds. And I will seal with clear gel. It's very nice and clear product. Super strong. I love the texture, and I like it's like a glass. We call it tears. It's very clear. So I prepare as well brush. Make sure your brush is clean, because it's no point to work with clear gel if your brush gonna have some color already on the brush. So clean all the dust. And now I'm gonna use clear gel just to cover my eggy and make strong my apex area. So now I'm apply a little bit of gel. First amount I'm apply quite little. Just to make it wet. And second coat, I'm apply little bit more on cuticle area. And cure it again. Clear, it's don't have to be cured for 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It will be enough. No, around 60 seconds be enough. Even 30 seconds will be enough. So just make sure it's not stick anything on me. Clean the brush. I don't like when it's brush dirty with gel because it's normally stick all over the place. So it's better everything it will be cleaned all the time. Now when it's finished my curing, I clean sticky layer from the top and I filed my smiley line. I file it with any file, doesn't matter. Prefer a stronger one, and I start file it from the center, from the side to the center. You can see my file, it's not go like this, it's more go in. Both sides have to be go in. Go in. You can as well file a little bit on the center. Don't touch still cuticle area and apex area. So we file it now only eggy. Wait. Only eggy. You can see in here it's quite high. So we just make a little bit more flat. So I file it flat and you can see apex it's still here, but in here it's little bit more flat. It's be easier for me to apply my gel. So now what has happened, we have quite bright step. When we have a bright step and when you apply white gel, it's gonna give you much better smiley line. It's gonna be perfect smiley line. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Tra-ta-ta-ta. Okay, so we remove all the dust from everywhere. And now what I do, I just apply white acrylic gel. I just squeeze in and put it here. What I will use now, I will use now plastic pusher. Just have some dust on it, so this one better. I still use my liquid. And I just put it where I need it, near to cuticles, where it's smiley line, and so I press it everywhere. And after when I see it's already everywhere product, then I can help with the brush. For me, I find it like that it's much easier. And for brush as well, it is much easier. So now I take my brush and I make a flat as possible. Remember, I am not do like this movement. Thickness of the white, it have to be exactly thickness where we have here. So if you're gonna do like this, you're not gonna go down, and then when you file it, you're gonna lose the shape. So I'm recommend to make nice, flat but not go down shape. Make sure we have the same thickness everywhere. On the side, if you see it, you can better to do like that as well, fine, because when we file it, we're gonna fix all that. So more messy I will do now. More surprise I am later. Sometimes when I work with the client, she say what she's doing, she probably don't know how to do French, and it's very common. She said, no, I want French more, like more neat, or can we fix it? You know, I said, don't worry, when we file it, it will be changed. So like that, it's look quite messy. A thickness, you can see it's quite thick, but we're gonna file it, and then you're gonna see it's completely different shape. I'm curing for 60 seconds full, because white need to be cured done properly. If your lamp is weak, you have to cure it 2 minutes. If your lamp is not weak, it's like my lamp, 1 minute, it's okay. If you have very strong lamp, I still recommend to cure it for in case 1 minute. 30 seconds, I think any lamp it's too little. So now the time I'm busy to blah blah blah, I can quickly clean my tools. So I clean my tools as well with the light liquid, and my brushes, all of them, and this brush as well. So I just can clean it everything. And gels, better I am close, because if I'm not close, it's gonna be problem when I'm gonna file it. So now my acrylic is cured. Let's say I'm, for example, for in case curing a little bit more, I just think I need it for in case. And now it's left only filing and top coat. That's it. So you don't have to do a lot. Filing, I will file with, I start to file with my drill bit. I love it, this drill bit. It's very, for me, it's the best drill bit to finish the nail. So if I want to finish the nail before I work with file, first I use this one, and after with the file I just smooth little bit, the shape it, and that's it. So I'm not filing too much. So now I am get ready my file. Oi. Boom. And before you file it, make sure your clean sticky layer, because if you not clean sticky layer, your drill bit will give you problem later. It will be sticky and everything gonna be sticky. So better you remove all the stickness, and after we're gonna file it. I file it from the center where is my smiley line, and I'm not go like this. Can you see? I go from one side to another side. From the side as well. From the top little bit. Don't forget, near to cuticles. We're gonna file it already with file, not e-file, you know. So I feel like to make more brighter for you. Okay. And on the side here I can file it with e-file, or I can file it, finish it with actual file. From here I like to remove this thickness, it's too much for me. To make nice and smooth, everything have to be perfect. So you can see it's not a lot of left with filing. Smiley line, it's very super clean, you can see yourself, right? Then I work on the sides here. First, I am filing on the side for make my nail straight. It's not so easy to file it plastic finger. Much easier for me, I think, on the natural finger, and product you use less, finger it's smaller, so actually work it's much quicker. And on the end I file it as well. From the end I file it as well. And then you see it's already a perfect shape. So now I have to only file it from the top, go to the bottom, from the top, go to the bottom, and then near to cuticles I just tidy up. And then I file it inside here and inside there. Wait. So I think it's done, everything. It just need to be remove dust properly. Before I remove the dust, I'm just buff it. Wait. Plastic nail. I just buff it nicely from top to the bottom, from top to bottom. Tra-ta-ta-ra-ra. And remove all the dust. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Even if we not file it a lot, you see we have still a lot of dust. Imagine if it's a lot, then it's even worse. Just give me problem this plastic nail. From this plastic nail we have a lot of cuckoo stuff. Now I'm remove all the yuckiness from here. And I'm apply top coat. You see how nice, it's amazing. Smiley line. Very clean and tight application. And you can do it with natural nail. On the natural nail you can actually do very nice application.